Good morning, students. It's me, Miss Sanya, and welcome to another class. I am really happy to see all of you here that you are promoted to another level. So, congratulations to all of you. Now, let's get started with today's lecture. And the topic which I have selected for today is ideological basis of Pakistan. As I've already mentioned you before about it into the previous classes when you were my students, that always try to break the term and then identify the meanings, then finally we will move forward. So let's get started with the same procedure. When we talk about the term ideological basically means that you're talking about something which is coming up into your mind or which you're seeing into your surrounding, and then you're adding up into your personality and into your perspective and into everything which you are doing. So that is known as ideology, and this term is not something new for you. You are already familiar with this term into the previous classes. Now, the second term is basis. Basis means that what are those steps which you're taking to move forward into your life, and what you're adding up into your life is known as basis. And then comes the word Pakistan. Pakistan basically means that here we are talking about ideological basis of Pakistan, that how Pakistan was formed, which sort of ideologies Pakistan have followed, and what ideologies Pakistan is following up till now. So let's get started about the importance of Pakistan studies. All right. Now the first SLO is importance of Pakistan studies. And here the question starts from 1.1.1. Explain the importance of Pakistan studies as a subject which can help in understanding the origin, creation, and development of Pakistan. Now, here when we talk about the explanation of importance of Pakistan studies, so the question is asked that the student have to tell the importance of Pakistan studies in context of the origin, creation, and development. It means if the paper, the same question comes into the paper, then you have to cover these three aspects, and then you have to write according to these three aspects. Okay. So first, there is a video link. You have to watch this video, and after watching this video, finally, I am explaining you the points. The video is related to the importance of Pakistan studies, which I'm explaining you further. The first point is to promote patriotism and ethical values through Pakistan studies. Promote means that you are talking about to upgrade someone onto a higher designation. Patriotism means brotherhood and monotheism. Ethical values means all of those things which you're learning from your surrounding, you're adding them up into your personality, and then you're moving forward. So these are ethical values. When we talk about to promote patriotism and ethical values through Pakistan studies, then it basically means that you're promoting dignity, bonding, brotherhood, and then you're adding a positivity into your personality, and whatever you're acting upon, people are liking that thing, people are following you because you're a peaceful person. Okay. The second thing which Pakistan studies teaches us is about to cultivate the minds of individuals towards positive ideologies. It is very important that you should cultivate your mind towards something which is positive. The basic reason is ideology actually guides us about two parts. It guides us about positivity and negativity as well. If a person is negative from inside, then you can actually observe that thing into his words, into whatever the person is doing. But Pakistan ideology is basically talking about positivity. How it is promoting positivity, it tells you about that how you have to reach towards your target, what were the contribution of your forefathers, what we did, what we have to do next, and which steps can you take to become a successful person. So when you will read about Pakistan and Pakistan studies, then definitely you can realize about all of these things. So it cultivates your mind into positivity so that you can move further. The third point is to promote truth, honesty, duty, and justice, the very pillars of Islam. Now, when we talk about the very pillars of Islam, it is very important and essential for all of us to know those things, because justice, monotheism, and truth and honesty are the basic guidelines, because we follow Holy Quran, Sunnah, and those who are the followers of Holy Quran and Sunnah, they knew those things, that these are the essential points which we have to consider. So these are the core bodies of Pakistan ideology. Now, Pakistan ideology has made people more aware of the needs or problems of our country. Yes, it is absolutely right. It not only talk about that what is the ideology. It actually tells you about that what are the contribution of people, how they have suffered, how can you make their situation better than before. The point comes to promote the struggle of forefathers. It is very important that when you're studying Pakistan ideology, then you should also study about the struggle of forefathers, because once when you will know the struggle about the forefathers, then the second point is interconnected with the first point which is written up. That point is inculcate, promote, and inspire the love for homeland. Absolutely right. When you will actually admire the struggle of your forefathers, then automatically you will love your homeland. You will love all of those citizens who are living into Pakistan. So it is very important to study history. It is very important to know all of these essentials. The third point is it spread awareness of state culture, society, and about the world. Yes, it is absolutely right. It actually tells you about in which state you are living and how many cultures are being performed into your state, in which society you are living, how many different set of people are living into that society, how you have to move with them, how you have to help with them. So these all things are categorized under the definition of importance of Pakistan studies. The very reason that why am I explaining you all these points into detail is that if the question is asked by AKUEB into your board examination, that you have to write down details about Pakistan studies. So you have to list down all of these points. If you will list down all of these points, then definitely you can score good. But if you will not list down all of these points, you will only talk about, like as the point is mentioned over here, the struggle of forefathers. So your answer will be incomplete. These points are the core bodies which you have to mention. Many students have this question into their mind that if we change the sequence of the writer, so will it impact onto whatever we have written? So no, it is not at all like that. If you change the sequence of the answer, but still you are mentioning all of those points, then definitely you can score good. Okay. So I hope that this part is much more clear to all of you. So let's move forward. All right. Pakistan studies and development of Pakistan. Now, when we talk about this phase, as you can see, Pakistan studies motivates us to study. It is very important because I'll just give an example of a movie. Whenever you're watching a movie and if the light is gone, so automatically there comes up a point into your mind that what will happen next. You're waiting for the light, and then you're reviewing that movie for one more time just to see that what would be the end of this movie. Similarly, it takes up in Pakistan studies because it's a very interesting subject. When you came to know about that Pakistan is formed and there is a contribution by your forefathers to have Pakistan, then automatically multiple questions comes in your mind. It motivates you to learn more and more about Pakistan. It motivates you to know more that what happened next or what can happen next or what just happened into your past. Okay. The second point is it undersources the importance of national integration, cohesion, and patriotism. Yes, national integration basically means that you're uniting nations, and how united nations are united. It is united through trade and commerce. It is united through that you're celebrating different cultures. It is united through multiple things. Here we are talking about integration of different countries, the neighboring countries of Pakistan, and yes, about those countries as well who have merged into this aspect. For example, if I talk about the current example, the situation going on about the COVID-19 pandemic, which is impacting multiple businesses and economy globally. And due to this thing, as you can see that every group is engaged in similarly momentous discussions. So here, what exactly is happening is that people are talking about all of these discussions. Multiple countries are actually supporting Pakistan into different aids, into different fundings as well. So this is the point that is known as national integration, that you are developing positive relations with the other country. Now let's come upon the third point, that is it encourages traits of observation, creativity, analysis, and reflection in students. Yes, when you know about that what exactly were the contributions and what history have played a role into the past eras, so here it is very important that if you will know about all these things, so you can cultivate your answers, you can cultivate your mind, you can creatively construct your answer, you can make a reflection of it, and which would be observed into your board examination. All right, so it is very important phase of development. Okay, so let's move forward. All right. Pakistan studies in the development of Pakistan. The fourth phase, Okay, as I've mentioned before about it, that here we are talking about the origin development. So we are dividing things according to this criteria. Okay. The fourth point is it enhances understanding of the physical features. Physical features such as mountains, rivers, these all lie under physical features, and human resources such as all those things which are necessary, which are essential for your life. So it lies under human resources. Okay. So both of the things are important for human beings because physical features are actually the attraction to tourists. They'll come to your state, so it will automatically add up into the into trade and commerce, and it will benefit your business. Okay. Now let's move towards the fifth point. It highlights Pakistan's strategical position and international policies, as I've mentioned you before about it, especially its relation with neighboring and Muslim countries. Automatically, strategical position matters a lot. Strategical position means where Pakistan is situated and which countries lie into the surrounding, how all of these countries are interconnected, how trade and commerce can be built up. As I've mentioned before, an example of CPAC of China, the China is making a project into Pakistan on Gwadar port with the name of CPAC, and there are multiple other examples as well, which you can see into your history as well. That Pakistan strategically is very important for all of those neighboring countries in context of trade and commerce. Okay. Now, the sixth point is it laid emphasis on obligations of the citizens of an independent and sovereign state. It tells you, it guides you about monotheism. It tells you about that how you have to love your homeland. It tells you about that what can be done further to change your perspective or to make your better living or to develop your country. So all these points are very essential and important into this regard. So let's move forward. All right. Now here comes the assignment, the criteria of assignment. Let me just explain you that thing. The link which is given over there, you have to open up that link into another Google tab. When you open that link, then multiple MCQs will come in front of you. You have to attempt all these MCQs. When you will attempt all of them, then kindly submit. But don't do like this, that you are attempting two MCQs and then you are submitting the answer. This is how it will impact your results. So you have to be careful while attempting these things. And the questions which are listed below, the two questions, number one is what is the importance of studying Pakistan studies as the subject, and the second one is why do we need to study history in Pakistan studies. So you have to answer both of these questions into your copies, into your notebook, right? You have to write it down. And similarly, as I've given you in the previous classes, the assignment on Google Classroom, you have to do the same. I mentioned it in the post section that you have to complete the assignment and you have to submit, you have to do the same thing. I will give you the instructions in KP as well. When you perform all of those tasks on time over there, then you have to take a picture of your notebook and you have to post it under my instructions in KP. All those pictures of the assignment which you will submit over there, it will represent that thing that you have submitted on time, and it will actually help, and it will add up into your result as well, and it won't impact your result anymore. Okay. So I hope that things are clear, and still further, if you're having any sort of questions, definitely you can ask and contact me. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for understanding, and see you next time in KP with another slide. Till then, take care. Barakallah. Allah Hafiz.